Melanie again, and I'm here with my dear Aunt Bruna.
Hello.
And I was telling you guys about the house that I grew up in and some creepy things that happened there, and some of my other family members live there, and she just happens to be one of those people who lived there.
Yes.
Do you remember what years you lived in the house?
Oh, gosh, no. I lived there, the last time I was there for like 10 years? No, 8 years. 8 years.
Was it that long?
Yes.
Really? I didn't know it was that long.
And then I lived there with you all when you was in high school. And then I lived with Mom and Daddy for like a year. So I've lived there off and on since.
For a while.
For a while.
Okay. So I remember something about a story when we first moved into the house and you and Mom hearing something creepy. You want to tell us about that?
We hear a baby. We heard a baby crying. We was in the bedroom, and me and your mom was in the bedroom, and all of a sudden we hear this baby crying. And we're like, where's the baby coming from? So we're looking through the house thinking maybe it's a TV or something. Never could find anything. And all of a sudden it quit. We went back in the bedroom. You could hear the baby crying again. By this point, it was already dark, so we're like to freak out. We're thinking a kid's lost in the woods. So me and Dusty go out, and we search everywhere around the house and never did find it. But we just kept hearing the baby crying. Then all of a sudden, it quit when we went outside.
That's pretty creepy.
It is very creepy. It sounded very creepy. It was a weird baby cry, but it was very creepy.
I know other little things happen. What are some of the little things that happened while you were there?
The cabinet doors would open by themselves. And then the refrigerator would open by itself. And you knew they were just messing with you. Because you could go in there and shut the refrigerator, and 10 minutes later walk in there and you walk in the refrigerator standing wide open again. That's happened several times.
For me, it was always hearing noises in the bathroom.
I don't think I've ever heard noises in the bathroom. I heard them in the kitchen a lot in the kitchen. But I never heard anything in the bathroom.
That's weird because I never experienced the openings in the kitchen, but I always heard things in the bathroom, like every single night.
Well, we never seen it in the kitchen. It was just like you could go in there and do something. I'm like, okay, now it's time to quit. So you walk back in there and okay, stop opening everything. So I walk in there and I'll shut it back. And at first we thought it was just the house settling. Somehow it was just opening up. Which cabinet doors? Okay, but not the refrigerator.
No.
So
that's weird.
Yeah, and we walked a couple times. We walked in there and the front door would be standing wide open. And with it, actually, we'd turn in there and go in there, lock the door, and you'd go back in there, door standing open, looking at you. So, actually, AJ's friend, Jarrell, was up there one day, and he thought we were talking about a ghost. And for some reason, he thought we was talking about a goat, so he was expecting a goat to come running through the house. So I don't know what he was thinking.
Why would he think the goat would be in the house?
We have no clue, but he honestly thought we said a goat was in the house instead of a ghost. And so he was sitting there in the chair, and it was facing the kitchen. All of a sudden, he jumps up and runs outside. He's like, I'm not coming back in. I'm not coming back in. We're like, what is going on? He's like, somebody just walked across the kitchen. I'm like, there's no way. There's nobody in the kitchen. He said, yeah, I know. He said he had just come out of the kitchen getting a drink, sit down in the chair, and he said he seen somebody walk across the kitchen. Well, he got up and ran out of the house and refused to come back in the house afterwards. Every time he talks about it, he gets scared. It's pretty funny.
So, he thought y'all were talking about a goat, but you were actually talking about the ghost.
Yeah.
And he just misunderstood what you were saying.
So then, I guess, I don't know, to prove a point, she must have walked by to tell me it wasn't a goat. I mean, I never seen anything in the kitchen. The only thing I seen was the doors open, because I never seen anything until one night, me and Daddy were in there. And Mama was in the hospital, and she was sick. And I got up to go to the bathroom, and it was during the middle of the night. And I seen this light, and I thought, well, that's kind of strange. Well, I thought maybe Dad got up, so I opened my door to get up to walk in there, and there was this bright light that was the brightest light I think I've ever seen in my life. It was just hovering. There was no face, no nothing. It was just this bright white.
So like an orb?
Well, no, it was almost like a headless body, but it was just so. It was just hard to explain. I mean, it was just like a very. I mean, I screamed. I'm not gonna lie. I screamed, ran back in the door, shut the door. Like, Daddy! You know, I was freaking out by this point, because that's the first time I'd ever seen something. And so, of course, here comes Dad running through the house, and he just kind of stood there and stopped, and he's like, oh, no, it's okay. Mom's going to be okay. Everything's okay. So he took it was maybe something with Mom, because it was literally hovering just over Mom's chair. I mean, but it was like such a calming, I shouldn't have been scared. Daddy was like, Brenda, it's going to be okay. But it was like a very calming, warm feeling. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was very creepy. I'm not going to lie. That scared the bejesus out of me.
And I guess no matter how old you are, Daddy's there when you are too, right?
Exactly. And that's pretty much what happened.
Anything else creepy happened while you were living there?
I know Daddy used to talk about all the time that some lady would tap him and always would pat his face or tap him on the leg. He said that happened a lot.
Yeah, he actually apologized to me. Did I tell you about that?
Uh-uh.
He came to me one day and he said, I'm sorry. And I'm like, sorry for what? I don't know what's happening. And he's like, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. And I was like, believe me about what? I have no idea what he's talking about at this point. And he's like, the house. And I'm like, what happened? What'd you see? And he said, I was sitting in the bedroom and I was sleeping and it was getting later in the day and Mama tapped me on the shoulder and told me to wake up. You don't need to sleep all day. And he said, I rolled over and she wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the kitchen, which is across the house. He's like, I believe you now. And I was like, told you so. But yeah, all kinds of creepy things have happened there.
And then I think the last time we had anything happen was after Mom had passed. I woke up to Daddy just absolutely hollering at me, Brenda, you gotta come here. Brenda, you gotta come here. And I'm like, what is going on? Okay, what now has happened? And he wasn't even thinking anything because he was right. I mean, it could have been maybe a week or two after Mom had passed. And he come in there and I'm like, what? And Daddy's all flustered. He jumps up out of bed and I was like, what? He said, you gotta look. And there was a Cheeto handprint on the pillow beside him. And I was like, well, okay, so you were eating Cheetos. What is the big deal? And he was like, no, it's not mine. Of course, Daddy did not like Cheetos, and we knew Daddy didn't like Cheetos. But Mom always ate Cheetos, constantly. The fluffy kind of, yeah, she had the orange hands. And there was a perfect orange handprint right beside, on the pillow right beside Dad.
I wish we had a picture of that.
We took a picture of it, and I don't know what happened to it, but we took a picture of it on somebody's phone. I think I took a picture of it on my phone, but I honestly have no idea.
Well, if you find it, send it, and we'll stick it in the video.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It creeped Daddy out quite a bit. But ever since Mom passed, nothing else has happened in the house. Period. So it was like she's like, okay, I'm here now. Stop it. So
protect her.
Yeah, Daddy's like, okay, well, Daddy's just like, well, maybe she's just here to let me know she's okay. But I mean, it really freaked Daddy out.
So multiple family members, multiple scares, one house. I'm trying to convince my mother, who's sitting on the couch over there, to tell me her story later about the man with the gun.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, that was another creepy one. And I was going to do it by myself, but if I can convince her, we'll get her in the video later. But I think that's all we have time for today. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember,
Bye.
if you have a creepy story, let us know about it. Leave us a comment. If anything similar has happened to you, you can leave me a message here or on Facebook, facebook.com/shiveringshimmy. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram as shiveringshimmy. So check those out later and have a Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas.
And Happy Holiday and Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Winter Solstice, which I think has already happened, but I hope you had a happy one. We'll see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.